Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Flacco's Ravens.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And he locates Walker, complete. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing here.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. On first down, Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carl Davis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, that's West, and he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Flacco from midfield. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for you.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 50 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now a give. This is Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 5. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota got some real estate inside the 30, and he's got Decker left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And able to find Decker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Decker. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 15-yard line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Carl Davis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long here for Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Eric Decker from 3 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Now, partner, I'm going to go off topic for a second here. Discussion we were having in the truck before the game about guys in the NFL this year, superstars that have had slow starts that maybe you're thinking, okay, they need to have a better second half of the season.
Yeah, and I think that some of them will. Amari Cooper comes to mind. Really rough beginning to this season, but he broke out against Kansas City in the Thursday night game, so I think that will continue. Ben Roethlisberger, we're just a couple weeks removed from him thinking, I'm not sure I have it anymore. Oh, yeah, he still has it. They've won 2 games since then. Des Bryant, he went off against San Francisco. Maybe San Francisco's the tonic that he needed to get him going. Jay Ajayi and Miami are winning. But how about Julio Jones and Matt Ryan? The struggles continue in Atlanta, trying to figure out how to get back to last year's explosiveness.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Jackson. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. 1st down, Mariota to Decker over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A handoff. It's Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Suggs able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Mariota. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and longs, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Going long here for Wallace. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First down, Titans, gain of 12. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Finding room at the 30. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Flacco, a veteran in these situations, hurrying his guys up. Flacco, complete to Watson, the tight end. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now West, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second down, Flacco now. He's got it to West on the dump-off. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Flacco. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And that'll bring up second down. Now that incompletion gives us an opportunity to talk about what some people dubbed Shutout Sunday this last week in the NFL. Well, we have 3 shutouts that we saw?
Yeah, for the first time since 2012, matched the total number of shutouts all of last season. How about Denver getting shut out by the Chargers? That's the first shutout for the Broncos since 1992, 394 games worth. So that's a big deal. The Colts, goose egg against Jacksonville. Jacksonville also put 10 sacks on them in that game. And the Cardinals went all the way to London, Twickenham Stadium, in fact, to get shut out by their division rival, LA Rams.
Defenses reign supreme. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To pass, Flacco. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And Watson has it right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mariota. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Mariota.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Davis has it over the middle. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Suckup will put this one right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Flacco here on second down. His throw incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Macklin was the intended target, and it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Murray. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Again, it's Murray. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Titans on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Mariota. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And Matthews has it right side. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mariota to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Orakpo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. He's going to look deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now here come the Ravens. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First OT toss coming for Joe Flacco. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mariota on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Murray. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football. Hold up. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Terrell Suggs in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just...
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put him in. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, ball in it. Let me breathe for a minute.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. 2 teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Smith's Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these 2 teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Play clock winding down. On 3rd and long, it's Brees. flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Smith with a give to Hunt. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith taking it in. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. As we get a look at the New Orleans offensive starters, you had them this last week. School me on this revamped run game they have.
Well, they've had to cut down the rotation. It started with 3 guys. Remember, Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, and, of course, Adrian Peterson. And the first couple of games, just 60 and 81 yards on the ground in those games. Since then,
there goes Mark Ingram. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 67 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Justin Houston coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is caught. Oh, what catch at the 5-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Derek Johnson able to drop him for a loss of 4. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, with that incompletion, let's have some fun for a second. Dan Bailey, Cowboys kicker, got injured last week, so they brought in their safety, Jeff Heath, to kick. Did you see this?
I did, and it cracks me up because when you have to bring in the emergency kicker, you're wondering, are they going to go old school and look like Super Toe, where the square toe and hit it straight on? Or are they going to have the soccer style? Jeff Heath, the first one he makes, but the second one, that would look like me off the tee at the golf course.
That's a good analogy. Jeff, we love you, but you made 2, but that one that he missed, if you haven't seen it, go look it up. It was quite the PAT try.
But he did add 5 kickoffs as well.
He did.
So he was all around that day, and they're hoping Dan Bailey heals fast. On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll toss it to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was was supposed to pick up a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 55 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Smith. Setting up the screen for West. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together in one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ingram fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Smith looking to throw on second down. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing is Smith. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Tamahali from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Smith. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The Kansas City first, Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Breeze hands to Ingram. Room here to run. And he cuts it right. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram. 37 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back. He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far. Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, here's Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one? The tight end, but not there. Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it? Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it. Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done. It's a gain of 4 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Smith now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie,
You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. They've got to go back and check.
You tell the that I'm the bank and I want my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, and she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go fall for bridge. My black boys like boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo!
You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I was fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like I'm Mola Roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag boy, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bad, gon' get it. What you mean? Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Keenum's Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, Murray. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Fielded at the 33. And he is knocked down from the side. Right there at the 43. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Keenum on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And Forbath will put this one through. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Forbath out to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Sherrills to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, Murray. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Keenum throwing on second. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Everson Griffin able to drop him for a loss of 4. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, now Keenum. Now that play was doomed right from... And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
It's Chris Ivory. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down Vikings. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a first down throw, Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Give him 30 yards there.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Keenum. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, that's Murray. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on third and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
When the Vikings get down this way, they start looking for number 82. Rudolph had 24 targets in the red zone last year, tops in the league.
And that's what you do when you have a tight end who understands how to get open in tight spaces. Gronk knows how to do that. Tyler Eifert does it well in Cincinnati. Kyle Rudolph emulates those guys.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Forbath will put this one through. Forbath connecting there. Well, he connected 6 times this last week in their win over Baltimore. They only scored 24 points. Kai Forbath had 18 of them.
And you never know when it's going to click in for a kicker and find the right situation. Kai Forbath had been competing for a job starting in 2016 with the New Orleans Saints. And they brought Will Lutz into town. And all of a sudden, Forbath was cut, and so was Connor Barth. Both of them now kicking in the league in opposite places. Barth's in Chicago. Forbath, of course, really plying his trade well in Minnesota.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brad Nordman now. as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Hurry up, here we go.
Keenum on 3rd down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now it's Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A run, it's Murray. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It is good. That gives us a scoreline you don't see too often. It's 13-2 now. Forbath out to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out come the Jags. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
The Vikings after him, and they in there to record another sack. There's